Hi there, I'm Lisa Starr, the Grow Well educator with We Work Well, and today we're speaking with April Peck, the founder and CEO of the brand Save Me From, made by Live Lux Labs. April's joining us from Washington State, not Washington, D.C. And we just thought we'd talk about how it's going for her in this time of COVID with a relatively new brand. So
Yeah.
welcome, April.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It's an honor.
No, it's great to be here. So tell us, when did Save Me From start, and how are you dealing with this crisis at the moment?
Yeah, well, I had started on this venture for Save Me From back in 2016. Formulation and development for a new brand and getting things up and running has come to, 2020 being our year of trying to make a good impact.
Right.
We initially launched the brand at Cosmoprof last year, so that was July of 2019, and then that was more to the retailers, and then in September we exhibited at iSpa, so that was kind of our big debut to spa. And with salons, we're continuing to roll out because we're taking more of a direct approach to salons rather than the distribution channel to salons. Those have been taking a little bit longer as far as the acquisition, but since our kind of big debut, we have launched in Neiman Marcus.
Wow.
We were about to roll out into Neiman stores. We were launching Bloomingdale's and about to roll out in Bloomingdale's stores, as well as Nordstrom, and then QVC as well. We've launched in, we will be launching in, but right now getting on air has been a challenge because they're not allowing guests in. So that's hopefully going to happen in May now, but it keeps on getting pushed back.
Good.
So we'll see. If it doesn't happen in May, we'll push for August because it won't be smart for June and July. But in that, we also have great spas and salons that we've partnered with, such as the Phoenician, MGM. But it has been really challenging, mostly because we are in stores and those stores have closed. So going from promoting products and setting up for that distribution to kind of looking at things and how to do more of a direct to consumer in the meantime, or how do we partner with our retailers when they're completely closed, people are furloughed. So we continue to try to be nimble in how we're responding to this crisis.
So what kinds of ways are you finding effective in staying connected to the community or in front of the end client? Anything working for you?
For the end client, well, we have been, so we are taking more of a approach of, self-care, and we have a really important mission. So I always like to introduce my brand as a clean, luxurious, results-driven line that focuses on damage repair and saving lives. And that saving lives that's a big part of my brand. We donate 10% net income for suicide prevention. Not only that, we talk about suicide prevention. So in this time of crisis, in fact, the rate of suicide calls to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has gone up tremendously.
Oh, wow.
And so the need for educating on self-care, educating on mental health awareness, educating on suicide and talking about it, making it something that is, we don't hush that, we talk about how we're feeling, has become more and more important. So my team has really started to focus on, we always have focused on that, but trying to focus on that, acknowledge that, letting people know it's okay to talk about how you're feeling, and reach out, try to find a way to reach out and still continue to connect with the people around you and ask for help.
That seems like a great mission in the moment, given that population is probably underserved right now. I mean, everyone's in a state and depressed. They may not be getting the attention they would have in other circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we all have our mental wellness. One thing, for me, I was a marathon runner. I say was because I'm trying to get back into it after my own bout with cancer. But, being a marathon runner, you look at physical fitness and it's something that you have to continue to develop. And the same thing with mental wellness. It's something that you can't think that you're well without conditioning that. So I think now more than ever, focusing on our mental wellness and conditioning for it is something we all should be practicing. And it's something, right, like I talk about that, but it's something I try to also continue to think about. How do I better my own mental wellness? How do I help those around us? So as a brand, we launched our Save Your Roots campaign to show our support for the stylists. We're a small brand. You know, we're focusing a lot on marketing and expanding our message. So we're not very profitable at the moment. So we can't give back as much as we'd like to. So we're looking for other ways that we can give back. And so that's our time, our our knowledge, our support, inspiring, doing those kind of things has been really important for us.
So tell me about the campaign about Save Your Roots, because we're all getting them now. What's the idea behind it?
Yeah, so Save Your Roots is designed to show our support for the stylists, encouraging people, don't go buy that boxed kit for hair dye. Save your roots for if you're still getting paid, right? Like save that money for your stylist because they're not, right? Wait till you see them. Show them your support. So we launched Save Your Roots because what we'll do is we give you a free hair cap. You tag your stylist, you talk about how you've pledged to save your roots for your stylist. And then in that pledge, when we see those through our social media, we're donating an extra $1 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So obviously there's no purchase necessary. It's just something that we're doing to kind of just show our support for the stylists that are out there and for people who are out there that, become creative with what you're doing with your hair.
Well, that seems like a great idea and very innovative. Good for you. How about your team? I mean, what's happening with your team at your company?
Yeah, so my team is small. I work with 4 different ladies here, and we all manage kind of different aspects of our marketing. Obviously, managing our social media, there's a lot of things that we outsource as well. But managing that social media aspect of it, we're working on our engagement. We're working on different ways for direct to consumer during this time. If there was ways to partner with our retailers, we consider those type of different things, but a lot of times like our retailers don't have a big .com presence. So helping them financially has been a struggle. So how do we continue to be relevant and educate on good hair care at the same time as our mission has been important.
Is there any one of the efforts you've done that has proven to be give more traction or have more results that you could think of?
Yeah, I mean, our Your Roots campaign has been successful thus far. I would say another thing that we've done is partnered with different influencers to talk about our brand, talk about our mission, continue to grow. And those have been things that have helped our company out more. And I think the thing is helping our company become better in its awareness for when our spas and salons open back up also helps them because we have more brand awareness. And so when they carry us, that does help them. We're struggling to figure out how do we help them financially, but there's really, we're creative and we try and think. But the Save Your Roots campaign has been successful thus far. We just kicked it off the Thursday before last, so it's not been very. Or was it last Thursday? It was last Thursday, so it hasn't even been a week. But yeah, there's a lot of traction there.
That's fantastic. It's nice of you to support those stylists because you're right. None of them are getting paid right now.
Yeah.
And they are probably huge advisors of your products, which are great, by the way. I can't wait to get my roots done and get my hair feeling luxurious again. So just in closing, April, where do you see the next month or two? Do you see business opening back up sooner or later? What's your sense?
I try to remain optimistic that it will, although, you prepare for the worst, but you plan for the best. So I try to remain optimistic that things will kind of start to roll back to a new normal, I guess, as people say. But as we do that, just looking for different places for us to go for revenue. So, I mean, we're using this time to strengthen other areas that we haven't. We're looking at doing our QPR training. We're able to do that now online, whereas we weren't before. We had to be in person. Just continuing to remain connected to our vendor, our spa directors and such, I think has been really important. But I don't know, we're trying to remain optimistic and plan for the best and focus on the things that maybe we didn't have time for before that are, I call it the bones of the business, right? So we're focusing on that foundation. So hopefully when things start to turn back to opening up the economy, that we see a good change from that.
I think it's smart to look for the silver lining, right? We've all been saying, well, we're home. We've never been home this long, but we can clean up our office. I mean, I know around here where I live, everyone was cleaning up their bookshelves, cleaning out their garages. Same thing with your business, putting things in order that you maybe hadn't had time to get to. It's an unfortunate timing for all of us, but the good news is it's happening to everyone. You don't have to feel isolated. Everyone understands that there's been a challenge in 2020, and we will, as you say, overcome it. So I wish you the best of luck, April. I hope we will see you in September at the We Work Well event in person. But in the meantime, good luck with all of your efforts.
Yes. Good luck to you guys too. I mean, it's just such a hard, challenging time, and I hope everyone's staying strong and positive and well through it all.
Thank you.
Thank you.